ECP-TV.
Hey, Tommy, how's it going today?
Oh, it's great today. It's a beautiful day. We had the rain. Now we got the sun. It's
gorgeous.
God is just blessing all the way around.
This is the part of Texas and Dallas that I like. Hey, so in our last show with my show with Julissa Martinez, it's called "What Do You Want to Know?" We test drove the gin, the Watershed Distillery gin, and I'm still test driving it. What do you think about it?
Well, I mean, right now I'm taking some medication.
You're not even touching it.
No, I follow my doctor's orders. Okay.
You can take a sip. Take a sip.
You know.
You're driving. It's interesting.
It's got like a grapefruit after effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's chamomile flavored. And I think that the tonic water had a little bit of a punch too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to present that again. They sent some really fun recipes, and it's springtime, and why not a gin and tonic? Because you got to have something to drink.
Well, gin and tonic has been popular ever since the Prohibition, okay?
Right, exactly.
Prohibition, gin and tonic was some good stuff.
All right.
Especially with the red-eyed whiskey. So, you know, it's not like it missed us Americans by much. You know what I'm saying?
So there's one thing I will say about gin. No, not about, well, just about gin in general. Gin in general is that when you're there in Africa, one of the things is supposedly it helps with not getting malaria. So I think whatever's in the tonic.
Well,
so
since I haven't been to Africa,
drink the whole thing.
If I was in Africa, I'd probably be drinking a bottle every day because I do not want malaria. Okay.
I know, and let's segue that into the coronavirus, because I wrote a very big article about that this week in the paper. If you haven't seen it, and I guess there's 2 cases now in Houston, and they said that those people were on a trip in Egypt. So and my friend actually in France said that they have 181 cases there now, and there's all kinds of things going on, places that are being closed down, and et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, just continue to practice safe hygiene, I think. And I think, like, some of the rumors are that the Chinese government is the one that put this out, chemical warfare. And I was talking to a friend of mine in India today, and he agreed that that's something that is the truth. So let's hope not, because, you know, this world we live in, it's one big world of people. And we got to all get along. And so. Well,
here's my theory on that, and I'm not really going to, you know, go into excess on who did what.
Right.
But if you look at it, who got the most people in the world that live in their country?
Well, of course, China, yeah, and the government doesn't really care, and this is the truth. They do not care as much about their people as any other country. I know this. I've been to China many times, and it's something that I'm just aware of, and I think most people are.
When you look at people with a population like that,
yes,
you're going to have a decrease in population, and they live a long time.
Yes.
So when you come down to it and you start looking at economics behind feeding these people, taking care of these people, housing these people, you know, people get to sit around wondering, okay, how can we do this? How much longer can we stand this?
Right.
And if all you need is someone that's very crude,
yes,
and very smart, and has no heart to say, hey, well, what if we make a few of them sick and then they start dying off, and let's get our population back to where it needs to be? You mean either that, or we're going to go into a situation where we have starvation going on, and we're going to have to count on other countries to help us, and that's going to make us weak. Now, no one wants to be weak, okay?
Exactly.
So when you can have control of getting rid of lives,
right,
I mean, that might not be the best thing to do, but think about it.
And sometimes I think Mother Earth just thinks, you know what, there's enough people here, and I'm just going to start getting rid of them.
You know what, don't lay it on Mother Earth, because Mother Earth been here, and she always made things grow.
You know that I love Mother Earth.
Okay.
That's my
And this
my
man
thing.
that messes up Mother Earth,
okay?
okay?
I totally agree. If we all died, if there were not one human being on this planet, Mother Earth would still be here, and she would probably be doing even better.
Well, the dinosaurs was here when Mother Earth got tired of the dinosaurs and wanted to change it up. There you go, Bubba. You're out of here.
So, okay, daylight savings time this Sunday. Everybody move their clock forward. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to help me do something this weekend, and I don't want you to be an hour late. Okay, sunrise.
Why you always go with the timeline thing? Why can't you just accept it and say, okay?
Because I'm a girl. I can't help it.
Oh.
All right, Sunrise Road in Wilmer is closed for 5 months. That's the Sunwise Road to Pleasant Run Road. So they're closed okay. And I know that our producer wants us to talk about food because everybody likes food. Let's see. This week we have a recipe in the paper, family favorites with a blended twist. Pizza burgers, mushroom nachos, and wow, that looks good. Well, the mushroom nachos I could eat. So What do you think about mushroom nachos? I think that they need shrimp on them, or beans at least. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I think it's great if you have a taste for that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is that a way to say I'm not going to eat that?
No, I didn't say I wouldn't try it. I'm just not a mushroom fan. Okay.
A lot of people aren't. And I don't. A lot of times people are like, well, instead of the burger, you can get the portobello mushroom burger. And I'm like, ugh. I don't want that. That's not the same thing.
I mean, for vegetarians, that's cool.
It's still
now. I've
good.
got some kids in my family that don't eat meat, and they love mushrooms
Really?
and vegetables and stuff like that. They don't eat meat.
But you can. Well, do they eat fish? No.
No, they eat a lot of mushrooms. They eat a lot of apples, oranges, bananas. They eat some baked breads.
They sound very healthy.
They don't eat meat. They just don't like meat. I got a granddaughter that won't now. She's different. She won't eat chicken if it's on a bone.
Oh, wow.
But that chicken strips and plain chicken breast that's cooked, she'll eat that. But she won't eat it on a bone.
But sometimes
I don't get that one, but okay.
If it's on a bone, it's real chicken. Otherwise, it could be God knows what.
Well, she's made up her mind that she's not going to eat it if it's on any kind of meat that's on a bone. She don't eat it.
All right, we're going to talk about politics in a minute, but I just want to Red Oak art students, Red Oak High School students recently competed in the Regional Visual Arts Scholastic event. 2 Red Oak High School students advanced to the state competition, and later this spring, they will be in a competition, and 6 students medaled in their division. Okay, thank you, and Red Oak, congratulations for those students. They're always doing good. Let's talk about politics. I know you have a lot to say. First, I want to say DA, the district attorney, and Montgomery won that seat. Precinct 3, County Commission in Ellis County, Paul Perry kept his seat. Joe Gallo took the County Court Law 3, that's a new seat, and he got that. And the sheriff, Chuck Edge, and Brad Norman are going to have a runoff May 26th. There was 3 people in that election, and neither of them got 51%. Tell me your thoughts on politics, because we were talking a lot about it before the show started, and I know you have a lot to say. And you're the mayor, so you know about it.
Well, I mean, when I embarked on politics, it started out, okay, I really don't know what's going on in there. You never know what to expect, because you get involved in politics, you don't know. You don't know who's doing what inside. You don't know what's been done. You don't know what's lacking.
Right.
You don't know who's up to the job, who's not.
Right.
Now, when you begin politics, you got a lot of people you know and like. And when you get into it, you got a lot of people you know and like.
Yes.
But what you have to understand, that you put in there for the people, not for the people around you that you like, or the situations that you do.
Okay. Yes.
So,
yeah, you can't play favorites.
You can't play favorites.
Right.
So if that person is doing their job, then it's no problem. But it's when you got to go and factor out the people that don't do their jobs.
Right.
Now that's what's hard in politics. Even though you like that person, you have to make a decision, okay, is this person good for the citizens and the city? And if they're not, then you have to make a call.
Yeah.
Now a lot of time you make these calls, people are not going to like them. But they want you to do the right thing when you're in there.
Right.
But then when you make some calls, you make some people angry.
Of course.
And they don't want to accept it.
Right.
But when it all boils down to it, it's about doing what's right. And if you're not going to do what's right, you don't really need to be in politics.
And another thing I want to say is a lot of times people really do think they're doing what's right. And that's the question, too, is like, you have to have respect for everyone and, keep that in mind. And, yeah, everybody needs to be thinking about the incumbents. You're not in there for yourself. You're in there for the people that voted you in.
Voted you in.
That's right. We got the 1 minute mark. You have anything else to say?
No, I'd like to do another show on that, though, because
okay,
you know what?
Right, we will.
People need to know it's important to do the right thing once you get in there.
Okay.
Now, whether the people out there think it's right or not.
And we're going to do another show. I'm Rita Cook.
And I'm Tommy Scott.
And we are
ECP-TV.
Thank you for watching.